Hi all, how is your English practice going on? See, I understand it's really difficult to stay consistent while practicing your language. Also, you have to do things like taking in content, giving out output, and also tracking your progress from time to time. This can be tedious, time consuming, and hence difficult to stay motivated. How about I give you a powerful technique which will take only 15 minutes of your day? It's an entire package of consuming content, practicing speaking, as well as tracking your performance. So I came up with this amazing practice. In this video, I am going to share a 15-minute technique to become fluent. This technique is really powerful and effective. Please practice this for 7 days in a row. If you practice consistently for 7 days, and if you do not find any difference in confidence or communication skills or English, if you do not see even a minute difference, then you can come back and tell me in the comments that this technique is a rubbish and I'll take the blame. It's my guarantee. If you practice this technique for 7 days consistently, see at least 7 days, okay? It's not that you should stop after 7 days, but if you practice it continuously for 7 days, you are going to start noticing improvements not only in your English, but your confidence level, your communication skills, and you will be able to create better sentence structures, less grammatical errors. And the added advantage, which is the icing on the cake, is you will improve your vocabulary. This is the main point, that this practice will boost your vocabulary. So welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Shantha and you are watching English with Shantha. So what is this 15 minutes technique and how to do it? Let's see. See, this 15 minutes I will segregate into 3 parts, each of 5 minutes. You will do each step for 5 minutes. So for the first 5 minutes, what you have to do is, number one, you have to read for 5 minutes. Yes, reading for the first 5 minutes. But what and how you should read? Please pay attention. See, if you are a beginner, you can choose books which have short stories in them. I'm telling this because that way you will be able to read one story every day. It will be convenient. Otherwise, you can choose any book that interests you. You can pick up the newspaper and choose whichever article intrigues you. If there is a news about some terrorist attack or some natural calamity, you can read that article. Alternatively, you can also read motivational books on any topic. Don't ask anyone which book to read. It totally depends on your interest. I have told this many times in my videos. Some people may like finance, so they will choose books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or related articles. But for some, this topic might be least interesting. So don't look for suggestions from other people. Choose books according to your category. Read for 5 minutes. Coming to how you should read. Read every word attentively. Be engrossed in reading. Try to understand the meaning of every word and the sentence structures. How and which prepositions they are using. What is the context? Everything. Be mindful while reading. Read in such a way that you should be able to remember what you have read, because you will need it for the next step. This brings us to the next step. Once you have done reading, what you have to do is step number 2, record yourself. See, recording in itself is an excellent practice that you can do in your fluency journey. And people who have done this practice will totally agree with me. There are several things that improve when you start recording yourself. We'll talk about it later. So, in this step, what you have to do is record yourself speaking the same thing that you have just read. If you have read a short story, just record the story in your own words. It's not necessary for you to use the same sentence structures. You can use your own words. If you're not comfortable looking at yourself, you can just on the recording, keep your phone to the side and talk initially. But as and how you get used to it, it's important that you look into the camera and speak. If you have read about a natural calamity or a terrorist attack, like I just told you, you can imagine yourself to be a reporter and you can record yourself. Isn't it amazing how simple this activity is? It's important that the muscles of your mouth get used to talking the language. You have to condition them to talk this language. Also, it is important for you to see yourself speaking the language. Try to remember what you have just read, including the correct sentence structures and the words. It may not be the exact thing that you have read. The point is to sound fluent, and it is not that you have to by heart and retell it. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It might take a while for you to get used to it, but slowly you will get the hang of it. Okay, do this recording without fail every single day, every time you have read. After finishing this step, in the last 5 minutes, what you have to do? See, it's important that you track your progress. Yes, that is the step number three. Step number three is to evaluate your performance. This technique is incomplete if you do not monitor or evaluate yourself. You have to give yourself feedback so that you know where you stand and you should know what more you have to improve. It's very important that you see your recording and evaluate yourself on your performance. Now, how are you going to evaluate yourself? Keep few things in mind when you're doing it. Evaluate yourself based on these points. The pace of your speech. You are speaking too fast or too slow. Are you sounding robotic or are you sounding natural? How is your pronunciation? Are you pronouncing every word correctly? See, while you're doing the first step, that is reading, if you are unsure of the pronunciation of any word, try to look up in the Google and find the right pronunciation and then record yourself. See if you're repeating the same thing, because sometimes it happens that you fumble and you keep repeating the sentence. Also, check if you are using the right kind of words. Are you getting stuck? Are you sounding fluent and confident? How is your body language? Are you using your hands, your expressions effectively and appropriately? Also, you can see if you're using a lot of fillers, like it's natural for everyone to use fillers, but if it becomes too many, it becomes a little bit annoying to listen to that person, right? You can gradually improve, work upon this, and reduce the usage of fillers. Try to speak slowly and mindfully. There is no hurry, nobody is judging you but yourself. So while recording, take your time and speak slow. You have to write down your experience based on your performance in a book. Try to maintain a log of your daily practice and keep in mind what you have to improve. By writing down your feedback, you are indirectly motivating yourself to work on your flaws. The next day, you will consciously work on that particular area. Not only your mistakes, you can also write down what you like about your recording. This will keep you motivated to perform better. So that was the final step in this 15 minutes practice. Very simple, 5 minutes reading, 5 minutes recording the same thing that you have just read, and the next 5 minutes evaluate yourself. So this was the 15 minutes powerful technique that you have to practice at least for the next 7 days to see changes in yourself. Start this practice as soon as possible and let me know how it worked for you. Share your experience so that other people also get motivation to start doing this. You do not require a lot of time. It's just 15 minutes of your day and you don't need any partner to do this. So start this practice as soon as possible. I'll see you with another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye.